USP. It's what people tune in for.
Yeah, you keep your USB to yourself. Everybody, it's us. It's the Success is the Blanks team. We are live. Or if you listen to us on Spotify or watching us on YouTube, we're not live. We've been past the live. But it's a live episode. You're watching us on Twitch, hopefully. But yes, welcome back. We are a very soft ice cream in the hot heat of the UK right now, where we're looking at MCP in the past 7 days. I don't know where I was going with that intro. That sounded a bit strange. So I'll stop that immediately. So if you've clicked onto us today, that means that you are interested in Marvel Crisis Protocol, and we are here for your entertainment, not for your information gains. You're not going to learn anything from us other than we don't know much, but we love the game. We've been here for a very long time. My name is Luke, and I am the unofficial Sinister Six member, the 8th member today, and my Sinister alias shall be Octopussy, and I will be known as Octopussy throughout the Marvel Kingdom for this next week. Duncan, what do you think my superpower is?
Is the reason you're called Octopussy because you naturally attract chauvinistic individuals?
Yes,
who
wearing a bikini.
A bit dated in their kind of ideology and kind of gender ideals and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. And also I have a faint smell of fish.
Fair, yeah.
But I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm always accompanied by my delightful other friend. Look, I called you a friend. Isn't that nice? Sat on my right-hand side. Who are you? What's your name? Where'd you come from?
I am Duncan. I am the Kingpin of Bristol MCP. And just like Kingpin, this last week, I have been sweating like a fat man who probably needs to do a little bit more exercise. So,
fat man in a cake shop.
Yeah, that's me. I've been the fat man in the cake shop, in the donut shop, or just on the treadmill. Yeah, either way, pick whichever kind of fat analogy you like. That is me.
Whatever fat shame you're going with, you shameful man. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Wonderful. Well, this is us. This is we're going to talk to you now for the next 55 minutes, or 1 hour, if you'd like. We're going to talk a little bit about the game, its current sort of meta, its enjoyableness, but most of all, we're going to talk about you guys out there in the real world. We've got some wonderful what you're working with coming up. We've got some listener questions that you've sent in to us, and we're going to talk about a little bit about our own games that we've had with you in the real world. So should we move on, Duncan, to our first section?
No, I thought we could just prolong the intro and just stagger it out a bit more.
Me! Roll the titles!
What you working with? What you working with?
Yeah, that's it.
What you working with? What you working with?
Yeah, what you working with, Duncan? Apart from all the sweat and the terrible, potatoes you eat.
So I am working on building Kang today, and the Kang box, because it's the first bit of hobby I've done. It's this, since building the Prime Sentinels last week, I've had no hobby time except when I have. And when I have, it was so hot because for listeners who may not be aware, the UK had a heat wave and it was warm. It was roasty toasty.
Delightful.
I felt Jim Hammond, aka the original Human Torch, and it was gross. And as a result, I also didn't get any games played because my gaming setup is in an attic and it's not a loft conversion. So it hasn't got any insulation or proper ventilation or anything like that. And I've had to pop up in there during the week, and oh my God, it was like an oven. It was horrible. And I was like, there's no way I'm getting some rounds and we'll just stand around in this hot oven for 3-4 hours. No, not going to happen.
To confirm, you play in the attic and it's not converted. So that means you are just stood on rafters?
Yeah. No, we got like a temporary floor down and stuff. But yeah, it's. I mean, the trouble is when you've got like a gaming space, you always feel it should have a name, don't you? So you've got stuff like, I don't know, like Legion games or
I'm
like
getting the bleep button ready already. Okay.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, I've got an attic space. What do I call it?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I'm just going to write down the time.
So, yeah, it is called the Holland Individual Memorial Attic Gaming Centre. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 5 minutes 43.
Too
God.
soon. Too soon. Too soon, Duke, is it? Too soon.
Yeah.
But what have you been working with?
Oh man, I need to work with literally like an air horn or something, just to scream at you when you start talking. Oh dear. Yeah, I've been working with our What About Me section. So we did last week a wonderful What You're Working With. What About Me section. Sorry, apologies. And we've changed it from doing single characters to affiliations, which I think I'm much more on board with. I've really enjoyed the affiliation aspect.
Nice.
We did a little spin the wheel and we rolled up with Hellfire Club, which is something that both of us, I think, maybe more you so, that have been looking at Hellfire Club. So yeah, I've been working with this beautiful woman. I'm going to flip over now. Here, get ready for this. Kapow! I've been playing a lot with getting this little lady up and running. This is, I was going to say Sarah Cox then. This is not Sarah Cox at all. First thing that came to mind. This is Miss Frost herself. She has 2 forms, which is very exciting. So you get 2 for 1 on this miniature. And even better, it's all white with a little bit of skin. But yeah, you've got a blondie version and then you've got the bluey version, which is nice. I'm not talking about Bluey from... from the cartoon Bluey. She just has a diamond form. And I tell you what, working with a diamond form is very interesting with painting. Have you thought about how you're going to do the diamond form, Duncan?
Yeah, so there's Vallejo do a series of metallics called Metal Colour. And since I switched them, they're very good. They've got one which is called White Aluminium. And it's basically almost like a pure white... like shiny metal, almost like it's verging on like as close to chrome as you can get. So I'm going to do her skin like that, but I'm doing her clothing black, so it's much easier because black is a better base for metals. You have that nice distinction between kind of regular Emma Frost and then diamond, and then on the metal just hit it with a very light bit of contrast, maybe something like that Amaranthian blue or something like that, just one of the ones where it's like really, really kind of subtle.
Griff Charger might work quite well as well. Griff Charger, great. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing with Metallic, but then I was slightly worried about the idea of looking too much like Colossus or something. That's sort of too much of a metal rather than a diamond. So I've currently tasked my 14-year-old to go and find some very, very thin glitter. And I'm going to PVA glitter on her instead is what I'm planning. But I've gone like with the blue theme at the minute, and she's very similar to how I think my Iceman's going to end up looking. So at the minute she looks too much like ice rather than diamond, but we get there. However, on the other side of the coin, the non-diamond, the standard element of Emma Frost, good God, that's what the hell is it? It's like it's the speed paint for the flesh that they've got for Army Painter. That's one coat of that. I just think it's such a good paint. It's bonkers. It's just like one coat of this skin tone speed paint. Bam. That'll do, pig. Bonkers. But there we are. So yeah, I'm working with that one in a minute, and we had a quick game with Hellfire this week as well, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I'm not the only one working with stuff, though. We've got some others.
I was going to say, if you're looking for glitter, the type of glitter that you want, which is going to give you the best kind of sparkle, is your silver holographic. So holographic glitter is basically all of that kind of rainbow stuff, and you're looking for stuff which is kind of makeup grade. Because it's like ultra kind of fine kind of makeup grade, because I've used it in screen printing before, like holographic glitter, and the sparkle is like phenomenal. It's literally like...
Oh my God, are we actually giving proper hobby advice on this show? What the hell is wrong with us?
Well, I mean, you say that. Give me a second. Give me
Oh,
a
he's
second.
gone.
Here we go.
He's off. He's off. This is the worst
Here
thing
you
about wireless headphones. Like, usually he'd walk off and then slam, his head would rip off because he's still attached to the computer. But no, he's off. He's free.
Many moons ago, there's a model in Age of Sigmar, a endless spell called the Purple Sun of Shaiish.
Oh, yes. Everybody loves a bit of Purple Sun.
Hold this up for the camera because I painted mine pink. I stuck googly eyes on it, and I've also covered it in big pink glitter. So
oh, wow.
So
it looks a bit like it gives me like vibes of like I mean, my hemorrhoids don't have googly eyes on, but I was getting like Krang vibes from TMNT, you know, that sort of thing. It looked quite funky. That well done, mate. Yeah, something horrific.
But yeah, you can do glitter. The issue is it will fill in all of the detail, because even the microfine kind of dust stuff does kind of fill it in. So it could be that instead of applying it like all over, what you're actually doing is just kind of almost dusting it in a few spots.
I'm going to use it for the highlights. So where like the bridge of the nose is, or that little armpit sort of area that goes up there, or a little bit around the belly, that kind of stuff. So it's just for accentuating certain areas that's going to need a little bit of light hitting it. You know, that's what I'm sort of looking at. But yeah, good advice, mate. Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There you go. Look at that, being professionals. So we're going to move on. So what you're working with this week has been taken over by the Welsh. For some reason, no one else in the UK wants to show us what they're working with. The Welsh, however, are like, hey, have a look at this bet. Away, there it is. So the first one we've got is first time poster into the what you're working with is Dodge over in Cwmbran. Funny enough, Sentinels. Isn't that wonderful? The whole world is playing with Sentinels in a minute. And you can see just behind the painted Sentinel there is the Turbo Shift starter set, which is what he's using on his Sentinel. So this is really cool. So when the Turbo Shift stuff works really well in the sense that when you look at it in one direction, it's one color. Then you flip it and it turns to another color, which is very, very clever. And we're going with like a purpley blue shift on the one, and then a greeny purple, I think, on the armatures, if you like. I don't think that's a word. There you go.
Another hobby tip is when you're using any color shift metallics, you ideally need to put down a gloss base before, I believe, although it's not vital because it really helps it kind of ping. And then the application should really be done through an airbrush, because you'll get a much kind of smoother kind of finish and effect to it. Because the whole point of the color shift, again, I know this through having used color shift inks within screen printing, is you're looking to create as much of an unbroken surface as possible to try and accentuate the effect of the surface area being shifted with color. So yeah,
well, you have to accentuate the positive and, you know, eliminate the negative. And anyway, there we go. That's enough that you don't know that song. So we'll move on. So yes, well done, Dodge. It's looking very good. Keep going at it, mate. Keep hammering at it, because it does look nice. It's got that worn look to it at the moment, which I'm not sure is what you're going for, but I think it looks very cool. It looks battled, which looks great. Moving on, we've got Jordan. So last week, Jordan showed us his immense pile of shame that he had from last week built, and he's working through it, which is amazing. He's got Red Skull 2 with his Hydra Goons. We've got a little bit of Silk on the go, and Modok seems to have lost his face, which is very funny. He's just got a big hole where his face should be.
Is it Modok, or is it John Travolta starring in the Face Off?
Sorry, when you said John Travolta, I thought you meant like present day John Travolta, where his face has been stretched across his head.
It works both ways. It works both ways. So it's present day John Travolta, and he's about to do Face Off with Ghost Rider. So
he's going to do Face Off 17.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what's really funny about it. So well done, Jordan, for getting some paint on these bad boys. But can you spot one issue with these characters in the photo, Duncan? Can you see anything that might be a little bit strange? Spot anything? I don't know if you'll notice this. He's looking
like... I mean, I look at that and I think it's Hydra.
Yeah.
And Silk
starring Boss. Well, not starring Silk.
Silk, but then is he using Silk as Spider-Woman?
Well, my point was that none of those models were in last week's picture that he sent us.
Yes. So the Tider Grey remains as it should. All things are balanced.
Absolutely. Everything that he sent yesterday, these guys weren't in it. So what does that mean? Very good, Joy. Keep going at it, mate. Well done.
Do you think he felt bullied by our comments? If so,
Always.
good.
He's a fragile little flower, our Jordan. Bless his little heart and this little pout that he does when people have a go at him. It's very funny. Anyway, next one. We've got John. First time he's actually sent something into us. He's been a friend of the pod for a long time. So John over in Pontypool, he has sent us this awesome looking cable. He looks very young, actually, a young cable. And as he said in the post...
He's just a baby, isn't he?
He's only a baby. He's a baby that's twice as old as his parents. Oh, look into my eye. John has painted his a standard yellow. Like, John's yellow painting is phenomenal, and he hates it so much, which is wonderful when he starts painting his X-Men, because there's so much blue and yellow. It makes me smile, the pain on his face. But he's gone very well with this beautiful bit of cable. There's no shield, which I'm interested by, John. So I don't know if you're doing something different with the energy shield that's up in front of him, or if you're just leaving it off. That's cool. And John's also gone with the cape option.
If he's left the shield off, he should have green stuffed a middle finger onto cable. Just so he's got for the audio listener, he's raising his fist and he should be sticking up his middle finger.
Why not do the? I think you should do the thumb and the little finger, so he looks like he's a surfer dude. Like, gnarly waves.
Yeah.
Oh my! He's even in a surfing pose. I'm going to do that to my cable. I'm going to put him on a surfboard with a massive gun. Righteous man.
I was going to say, you could probably use the Namor waves base, couldn't you?
You could do. I think he's surfing the time stream. Radical. He sent another one in as well, which is a beautiful painting of Ronin. Not Ronan, because he's being accused. But Ronin, with his yellow and black scheme, looks amazing. I don't know how he can hide in the night with that yellow on him. It looks amazing. But yeah, Ronin is very nice, which is Hawkeye's alternate ego when he loses his family. He goes a bit Punisher-esque. So that's Ronin for you. There you go. So well done, everybody in Wales. Snaps for you guys. Well done. England, Scotland, Ireland, rest of the world. What you working with, man? Tell you what, you're not working with much here.
I believe the rest of the British Isles are working with supporting their countries in the World Cup. Oh,
I was waiting for you to say something. I just thought of it when I finished that. Well, you're all glued to your Stella and your HD screens and football. Apparently, watching your soccer games. Hope you're enjoying that. There you go. Your soccer. I heard the World Cup was on for FIFA, the FIFA World Cup, but that's fine. Well done.
Well done.
So if anyone else working with any Marvel Crisis Protocol, then please get in touch with us. Send us an email to successorstoblanks@gmail.com. Get into our Discord servers and throw it out there, or just send it to us in a fax, which is 03775222222222. Anything else they want to do?
They can also leave it as a telephone answer phone message to 0891 50 50 50.
Quote, get it while it's hot. Amazing. Okay, so should we play a little game? We like to play a little game after watching Working With. What should we do? Should we play a game?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's play a game of Woohoo or Poo Poo.
Woohoo or Poo Poo?
It's Woohoo or Poo Poo time, yo! And we have got a cracker of a card here. And as you all know, if you've been watching us lately, that we're taking it in turns to read. Guess whose turn it is to read this week?
Oh, something's happened to my voice a second. I think you might have to do this one.
I know! This card, I think, has got about 500 words on it.
It's my turn to read, but I thought what we could do, because we seem to have quite a good response. We seem to have quite a good response last week in the fact that we took opposing opinions. So I think both of us going into this know that this card is a bit of a poo-poo. So how about we do it? How about we just do a little bit of a debate?
What?
I'll use my Marnie Battle Rivals Pokemon coin, and we can pick heads or tails, and then you can pick whether you're going to debate positive or negative, and then I'll read out the card.
So who's having heads?
Well, it's up to you. Heads or tails, you call it.
Which one's heads? Marnie is heads or Pokemon is heads?
Well, obviously heads and then tails, isn't it?
Okay, so I know that these coins are completely illegal for tournament play because they're weighted. So I know that that heads will be landing, like Marnie will go face down, so I'll go tails. Pokemon, tails up, please. Although I can't actually, can't see because it's off screen.
I'm not touching anything. I'm going to see if I can move. Oh no, there's no way I can move the camera. Can you see? Can we see?
Oh,
see the coin?
So is that the one you flipped, or the one next to it the one you flipped?
So it is heads. So I will pick Poo Poo for this.
Great.
And you will have to argue in its defence as to why.
So I'm defence today. Okay. Great.
Yes. Let's read through the card. This is Steal the Future. It is Cabal and it is reactive. That means that you can. Normally, reactive means you can play it at any time, but this one has very specific rules, elements of around it. So it's it says it's reactive, but it's kind of like you have to. Yeah, it's not. It is more affiliated. So when this card is revealed during deployment, Nathaniel Richards may play it. Nathaniel Richards is Kang and Iron Lad currently. When this card is played, set it near the battlefield instead of discarding it. So you end up kind of putting it to the side and it kind of remains in play until all of the conditions have been met. If this card has been played when an allied Nathaniel Richards would suffer damage, he may suffer one less. If he does, put 1 damage on this card. So, first of all, I'm assuming both Kang and Iron Lad can reduce damage with this card at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just getting it cleared up for our listeners. Okay. If the card has been played during each cleanup phase before scoring VPs, an allied Nathaniel Richards may suffer any amount of damage. Remove the same amount of damage suffered from this card. So essentially, the first step is when you would suffer damage and you might be dazed or KO'd, you can put it onto the card. And then before scoring VPs, you can then transfer it back. So it's giving you an option to basically kind of negate damage for a little bit. Then, during each cleanup phase, when scoring VPs from crisis cards, you score 1 less VP for each damage on this card to a minimum of 0. So the next stipulation is when you're scoring VPs, any damage left over that you haven't put back on to either Iron Lad or Kang will score you less VPs. Finally, during each cleanup phase, if the card has 5 or more damage on it, choose an allied Nathaniel Richards, Kang or Iron Lad that is not dazed or KO'd. Push each other character towards the chosen character S. Additionally, after all moves have been resolved, the chosen character is KO'd. Woo!
Crazy.
What a lot of text. So, I just need to power up the laptop. So, thoughts? What's your thoughts as your opening statement as to why this is not Poo-Poo?
Okay, you want me to open the statement, right? Okay, fine. Okay.
Just consulting his notes.
I was absolutely just going through it again. Okay, so there are some things to break down on this one, which I think is quite important. So first of all, if the card has been played, when an allied...
There's a shit ton to break down.
So it says when an allied Nathaniel Richards would suffer damage, he may suffer 1 less. So he doesn't have to. And if he does, you get to put a damage on this card. Okay, so this works similar to, I think, the old med pack from Star Wars Legion, where it was you'd be able to assign damage to the med pack, which means you get to do something before you either get dazed because you take the damage back at the end of the turn. So if this card has been played during each cleanup phase before, so this card stays in place forever, which is important to know. An allied Nathaniel Richards may suffer any amount of damage, remove the same amount of suffered damage from this card, so it acts like a bunker to hold the damage, which is very good to keep Nathaniel Richards safe and in play. And just to confirm, it does say Nathaniel Richards, so we'll go into this a little bit more in a minute. During each cleanup phase, when scoring VPs from the crisis cards, you score 1 less VP for every damage on the card, to a minimum of 0. That's cool. And then during each cleanup phase, if this card has 5 more damage on it, you choose now Nathaniel Richards that is not dazed or KO'd. Push each other character towards chosen character, and then that Nathaniel Richards then dies. So, I put it to you, sir, that this card is indeed a woohoo, certainly when played with Trust No One But Yourself.
Okay, remind me what Trust No One But Yourself does.
You get to bring an allied Nathaniel Richards down for a specific amount of power.
Okay.
So if we're using these, this is all about stealing the future. It's all about mucking around with time. It's a narrative card. And as a peak narrative gamer myself, this is a phenomenal card to play. The reason being, if you play them in tandem, you can then start... You can survive both Nathaniels. It says when an allied Nathaniel Richards will suffer damage. It doesn't say specifically. So this works for both ones in one turn, as an example. So we're talking about Iron Lad and we're talking about Kang. So both of these guys can play this card. See, I'm starting to get into this. So Kang, there's no cost to play it. So this stays in play all the time. You then put your time stream card down for Iron Lad. So he's going to come down at some point, let's say round 3. You're using this card to make sure your Kang stays alive, but then in round 3, when Iron Lad comes down, you can start making sure this card helps Iron Lad survive. But oh no, there's 5 damage or more in the cleanup phase. We just have to make sure on the timings whether Iron Lad is still on the board at the cleanup phase to take the damage to be killed instead of Kang. Is this making sense?
Okay. So you're
saying...
saying...
I just have to check the timings.
So... The hard counter to that is...
I haven't rested my case yet. I'm still going. Excuse me, sir. Judge! Your Honour!
The bit that kind of factor into this is it's not move any amount of damage. It's 1 less. Now, the way damage works in MCP is, say Kang has 3 health left on him, and you do 6 damage to him. Yeah. Like, he would suffer 1 less, and you could put that onto the card, meaning, essentially, it's damage reduction by 1, but there's still excessive amounts of damage that will daze him. At the moment, the only way this will really kind of come into effect is if he's, in that situation of like alive on 1, person just gets enough through to take him out. So it would be much better if you had that flexibility to just go any amount of damage. Like every time he suffers damage, you can just be like, cool, I'm just putting whatever onto the card. So already it's quite a complex situation. And it's made even more complex by the fact you have this very limited window of accessibility.
Continue this. I mean, I'm assuming this is your closing statement, is it? Or are you... No. This is just my opening statement as to... Oh my God, you've got more to talk about. So yeah, you do have the synergy then with the other cards of... Thank you, Your Honour. My case rests. Thank you, Your Honour. It is a woohoo. Let's go.
The issue you have is at that stage you're running Cabal, so you're 100% taking Dark Reign. If you're then taking both of these cards, you're essentially left with 2 tactics card slots for your game. Now
that's only if the timing works. Your Honour. It's only if the timing works. For Trust No One But Yourself. If it doesn't work, then I'm struggling for an argument.
I think there's certain elements to it where I could see it potentially helping to keep Kang alive a little bit. But the fact that you score less VPs, and it's one of those things that it's for anyone who's ever played any Warhammer or Games Workshop games, there's a faction within the fantasy called Lumineth, in Old World called High Elves, and in 40k called Eldari or Eldar. All of them are basically your elf factions, and they have such complicated bullshit rules that as the opponent, your opponent's doing all of this nonsense jank, and you're just nodding your head, just going, yeah. I imagine that's right. It sounds utter bullshit, but I imagine that's right. The only way I could see this card being useful is by overly complicating your opponent's brain and melting it, that they just go, what's that? Yeah, no, I imagine that's right. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I'll counter that again. I think the idea behind this is that you're going to be putting Nathaniel Richards in a state. Well, let's assume it's Kang. Let's just take the bit and say it's Kang. So you're running with your Cabal list, but you're going to splash in somebody that can heal. Let's say you've got a Wong or you've got a Rescue. And let's assume it's going to be Rescue because she's fantastic at what she does. So the idea is you're taking chip damage with Nathaniel, putting the odd bit of damage onto the card, but then you're using Rescue or Wong to keep healing up Kang, so you're using them as your final activation as an example. You could throw in something like Sacrifice. You can have something like a bodyguard like Crossbones, because he's Cabal, right? Crossbones?
Does he have bodyguard?
I thought he had something like that.
No?
Okay.
Don't be saying otherwise he'd be useful.
Well, yeah, he would be useful then if he had bodyguard. I thought, maybe it's with Sin, isn't it? Or I think he's got bodyguard with Sin or something like that. But I don't know. Is there a Cabal bodyguard? Is there someone that can help with that? You've played Cabal. I've not done much with Cabal because I'm not a fan of it.
I generally don't play Cabal. We've got our local Steve, who is an affiliate with Cabal. He was Cabal's #1 player for a while.
He was.
Let's see.
Good lad.
Bodyguards. I mean, you've got Mephisto, who could do it. Winter Soldier, if he's got the operative card on.
That's another card now then. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's about it, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the other thing is, if you're running Cabal, we're talking about the card tax, you're going to be running Zemo.
Yeah.
So at that point, you've got Armor Baron. So already 2 of your 5 slots are taken with Dark Reign and Armor Baron.
Yeah, and so let's assume if you're going to take Rescue, which means you're going to take Rescue's crazy, I'm going to shoot you twice with my range 5 beam jobby job, whatever it is that she's got.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I mean, I can see the intent, but unless they were to up it to like 6 tactics cards or something like that, the fact that you're having to take both of these, because I can see how it'd be that you keep Kang alive, you do the Trust No One to bring in the other Kang, put all the damage onto your free Kang that you've not had to pay any points for, KO him, and then your regular Kang is still kept alive. Like, I can see how that is the intention. But if you look at Trust No One, that was also a miniature essay on a card. So they basically just, like, they could have simplified this by just having 1 tactics card and gone, cool, if you're running Kang the Conqueror, you can put this card down and Iron Lad can come onto the board on that certain turn. And when he does, you can put damage onto Iron Lad, and then when he KOs, Kang is live. Like, you can put it on the card.
I think it's less narrative. It's less fun. Less fun, because this is future proofing for future. This is for future Nathaniel Richards, and the pun is absolutely there because it's called Steal the Future, and Kang's all to do with time. But there's going to be more Nathaniel Richards. Mark my words. It is the 29th of June at 9:43, and Duke said there'll be more Nathaniel Richards coming, and I bet you there will be. I bet you will be. We're going to see more. I want to see him bring out Nathaniel Richards. I want to see Nathaniel Richards for the Fantastic Four, a little baby pop up, and then be like, "Steal the future."
Okay, let's do closing statements then.
Okay.
As the prosecution, the main issues with this card. Let me just get it up again. Is you're running the risk that you're not scoring as many VPs. You're only able to transfer one potential damage across, so it's very situational. And you're having to take 2 tactics cards in order to enable this.
That's if you go with my route. But yeah, carry on.
But if you don't take it with the... I think you're 100% right in that the Trust No One synergy is probably the best way to do this. Because if you don't do that, this card it's trash. It's trash. It's utter trash. It's derivative. So I think you have to take it as the pair, and it's losing VPs. Like, what happens if the situation doesn't work out, and it just so happens you've got 5 damage tokens on there, or 4 damage tokens? Suddenly, any points you scored for that round are nil point.
Well, then what you do is you write a strongly worded email. An email to successestoblanks@gmail.com with the header "Successes to Blanks." Check out my story. That was a success into a blank. And you go, yeah, it might have not have worked, but I got onto the pod.
So what's your closing statement?
Pretty sure that I could get this to work quite fun. I think you can have a lot of fun with this. I think if you went to a GT with this, I'd understand you might have a bit of a struggle. However, if you have, let's say you've got Ultron 2, you've got Kang, you've got Rescue or Wong, and you've got Zemo. I think you're affiliated then. And if you've got some extra space, chuck in like a Luke Cage or a Gorgon. So put in one of those 2 maybe just for some giggles. And then you've got your 5 cards sorted. You've got I'm a Baron, you've got Dark Reign, you've got Steal the Future, you've got Trust No One, and you can either go with Patch Up or you can go with Heroes for Hire or whatever you want to do. So that's your 5 cards. You're ready to play a game. Chuck them in. I think you're going to have some fun. I think you're going to have some genuine fun with that. You've got the synergy with the 2 cards. You're popping damage off. You're healing damage before the end of the round. So when you can put all that damage back onto Kang or Iron Lad, whatever who's around. And you're not going to lose any VPs, but you're going to keep your leader in play for as long as physically possible. For me,
you're not healing damage before the end of the round. You're transferring it back.
Yeah, but you're healing the damage. You're healing damage off of any damage that Nathaniel Richards already has. So when you're putting the damage off the card onto Richards, not to Kang, sorry, you're not going to be dazing him. He's going to start the round with some damage on, but hopefully Rescue or Wong will have removed that damage, the baseline damage already. So it's about it's not an easy team to play with Kang at the best of times. Throwing this into the mix as well. This feels more like a What About Me? This feels like this is something we could do as a What About Me challenge. Just get this card to work. And I'm up for it. I'm up for this challenge.
In summary, what you're saying is that if you're going to run this card, make sure you're doing it when you're doing demo games. To really simplify how the base mechanics of the game work for the new player who doesn't know how MCP plays.
Absolutely. But that may be the prosecution and the defense being spoken to there, guys at home, but you guys are the jury. I want you to get on that poll on Spotify app and make sure you tell us whether it's a woohoo or a poo poo. Tell us why. And then I want you to get into YouTube. I want you to get onto the comments. Is this a woohoo or is it a poo poo? You're the jury. We will find out next week what the verdict is on Steal the Future. How does that sound, folks? Sound good? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Judge, Judy, and Executioner.
Judge, Judy, and Executioner. I think that's what we should call this set of woohoo or poo-poo anymore now.
Yeah.
So we did the poll last week as well. Do you remember what the card was last week, Donkey Mo Lad?
It was Phases of the Moon, and I voted it as a poo-poo, and you were like, actually, it's a big woohoo. Whoever says otherwise is a fucking idiot and should like go have a danger wank and let it go wrong. Basically.
That is hyperbole and slander, sir.
It was quite aggressive, and I was like, Jesus, like.
Your Honour, I object. I object. What do you mean objection overruled? Oh, dear.
What did our audience say?
Well, ridiculously, only one person voted it as a wahoo howling at the moon. I think that was me.
Probably.
But everybody else voted it as a poo poo. You're going to need a bigger poo bag. That's really sad.
So Jose actually left us a comment again. Thank you, Jose.
That's what we like.
He says, Faces of the Moon is a bit of a poo. Actually, one of those that you need to run to the loo, but you're afraid to run because you can't make, because that can make you release your sphincter. 7 out of 7 in Bristol's stool chart.
Jose, how dare you use the word sphincter? Disgraceful. It's an old Monty Python thing where you run from the knees down. That's what happens when you need a poo. You don't move your thighs. It's just the knees down and moving. So there we are. So we'll have the, yes, please, jury out there listening to us, get in, tell us what your verdict is and tell us why. Thank you very much. Cool. We've got time for a little bit of a topic of the week. Should we move on?
Oh, is there no news to cover? Because I've got some news very quickly.
Oh, yeah, we could do some news. I can put the bulletins on. Are you ready? Ready?
Yeah,
go!
The Daily Bugle Bulletins!
It's the Daily Bugle Bulletins. It is a snapshot, hot wave, stop the presses. What you got for us, Duncan?
So it's basically pre-orders. There was leaked, or supposedly leaked, and then it's up on the site, a terrain set called the Cosmic Motherlode, which basically just looks like Shatterpoint terrain that has been repurposed for MCP in the fact that it has multiple levels, but MCP doesn't have multiple levels. So is there now going to be multiple levels in MCP, or is there not going to be multiple levels in MCP? Who knows? It's all very confusing. But in addition to that, some characters that have been hard to get recently, and the reboxing continues. We have the Winter Guard repackage. We have Hard to Hit, which is Silver Sable, Shang-Chi, Namor, and Chosen Abbas, Black Panther 3. And then Uncanny Telepaths and Telekinetics, which is Prof, Psylocke, Jean, and Emma. And those are all coming out for pre-order. And supposedly, according to the social media stuff, they are all going to contain the updated cards. So if you get the Winter Guard one, it will contain the new Winter Guard updated physical cards as well.
Well, that's very exciting for me because I don't own Winter Guard. So this is the first time I could buy that box and be like, hey, look at me, I'm a real superhero. That's exciting.
I believe it's, I'm just getting this up now because they're August. They're released in August. So, but yes. So that is the news. It's just some stuff going on pre-order, and it looks as if other stuff like there's a set with Juggernaut and Shadow King. I think it's X-Fiends or something like that.
It's the Don't Bother. It's the Don't Bother box.
That one is going to be coming up for pre-order soon if it's not already. So yeah, it's a lot of the kind of out-of-date, out-of-print models. Everyone's just been going, where on earth are they? Are finally kind of coming back into the fold. So yeah,
maybe this is how they're going to do the update. Maybe that's why they haven't released the cards yet. It's because they're just going to throw, hey, here's all the boxes. Now you've bought the boxes, you can have the free cards.
Probably.
So yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. Okay.
News.
Was there any other news? Because we could. I don't think there is anything else.
That was it. It's slow in the world of MCP.
Okay. Well, we've got a little bit to talk about. We've got a new topic we'd like to have a little quick discussion about today. We'll see how long it goes. Be lovely to see what you think. We've got a bit of a section, but also it's my favourite jingle, so I do want to play it. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Topic of the week. Topic of the week. Topic of the week. Topic of the week. Topic of the week.
Love that. It's the topic of the week, and we are going to talk a little bit about what makes a good character for Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Ooh.
Oh.
So, I mean, this is, you could go really deep into this, and I've just seen how we're doing for time, so maybe this is a short
Skip it off the top.
But I think I think there's certain elements where at the moment the game's in this hiatus state where everyone's just waiting for the updates. And it's a good opportunity before the updates happen to kind of give maybe more experienced players who might have forgotten, as well as new players, a bit of an idea about what makes a character good. The first thing off the top of my head is a thing called action compression. Can you explain what action compression is, Duke?
I can, but it's just such a loser term. You're like, action compression is only about the ability to do really cool things in a small amount of time. Nerd.
So this is why we mentioned this last week. Zemo 1 is so good because with the power, he can charge. So he does a long move, then attacks, which is already his 2 actions. He can then do his spender as well, which is another attack followed by a medium move. So it's essentially you're getting double the actions.
It's cheap as well. It's cheap. Like the amount of power cost required, I think it's 3 for his spender, which is very easy to get off his builder.
No, I think it's 2. I
Is
think
it
it's
2?
spender.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 2. Which is it's just bonkers. So action compression is something where I think it makes a character go from being average to definitely in that good and above category because you're basically getting more bang for your buck. The other thing I think that makes a good character is the synergies that they offer in affiliation and also as a splash. Yeah. So thoughts on that?
No, I agree. I struggle with this because you are much more competitively minded than I am, Duncan. I think that's absolutely fair. I think everybody who's ever played against us will know that. However, I'm very much we both are, but I love the narrative of this game. The idea of being able to pitch specific people against specific people, I think is fantastic. So for me, what a great character involves is having the narrative built into their card. So let's take, for example, Spectacular Spider-Man or even Amazing Spider-Man, where you have this idea of I'm going to web swing, which then gives me my extra dice for my builder because I've got velocity. And then once I've hit you, I get to change my reposition and then I get to throw things at you with my webs and stuff. I'm like, that card's so cool. He's not massively great as a 5 threat. Say there are other 5 threats that would take his place. But when you put him in as a narrative piece, Amazing Spider-Man, that is a great character for me. And the same as the story I've told you before about Shang-Chi and the Silver Sable box. So we all went, in our community, we went, Silver Sable is fantastic. Sniper, up high, extra damage, victory card point that gives you VPs for killing people. I'm like, this card's amazing. And then next to it's Shang-Chi, who is like the best character in the game from a point of playing. Like the best, like an amazing 4 threat. Why are you not playing this character? And it wasn't until we went to a tournament that we were like, oh yeah, Silver Sable's crap, but Shang-Chi's amazing. But the difference was the narrative game. That's how it played. Like Silver Sable had the narrative vibe, and we're all like, yeah, she's so cool. Whereas Shang-Chi's like, I'm just going to teleport, kill you. I'm going to have blanks as defense, whatever. And I get this narrative for Shang-Chi as well. But for me, what makes a great Marvel character is that the character card and the abilities and the superpowers and the way they play speaks from their comic. That's it for me.
I think there's certain elements where there's characters that everyone gets drawn into. Like when they first play this game, everyone knows at least some Marvel characters. Like there's no way you've never heard of Spider-Man or Batman or the Joker, for example. All Marvel characters as a peak narrative gamer myself. But no, in all seriousness, you've got certain characters you get drawn to, and so there's a certain element where when the rules don't match that narrative, it is a bit disappointing. So I 100% agree with you. Like, there's certain bits, like, I think Miss Marvel as a character, like, the way how she does her embiggen and, like, has the kind of range increase, all of that kind of stuff. Again, such a well-written narrative card. For me, like I play it and I'm imagining myself almost like kind of reliving the comics and stuff like that. But from a game perspective, the bits that kind of make characters good is, again, other than the action compression, it's the power resources. This whole game is about power, and the difference between, we've seen it in previous updates where a character's like spender has gone up by 1 power. Suddenly the character's unplayable.
Yeah.
Deemed unplayable, because it's such a fine balance between, right, this is OP, it happens all the time, triggers all the time, it's oppressive, to I can never get this to work. And I think there's a lot of characters where the rules behind it, I mean, using my boy Shadow King, like, why is his tricks and traps 4 power? Is it because he gains an additional power in the power phase? But it's 4 power to roll 3 dice, and you're only crits and wilds. It's not hit successes. You're kind of like, it's such a bonkers kind of situation. Like, if you're going to keep it like that, bring it down to 2 power. Like, just so it's online all the time, because he's not really doing much else.
Yeah, with that amount of dice. Yeah. But Emma Frost does the same thing. She has to spend 3 power to do 3 dice, but she has hits, crits, and swirlies for that one to work. So she's better than in that sense.
It literally doubles the likelihood, because you're getting 4 dice spaces to 2 and stuff. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of, when you're looking at the characters, it's often what makes a character good is movement is a key element of the game. So, for example, Mysterio is considered a great character minus his short move. Everyone said if he went up to medium move, he would be gigabusted, he'd be fantastic.
I agree.
And so movement is a key factor, action compression is a massive factor, and then also the power economy. Like in my Successes Blank story last week about Dave, our local, trying to get Electra to work, and did, so he could get the spender off. With the ninjas, and you kind of like so many hoops and hurdles to go through. And I don't think AMG, when they designed her, the only way you're going to get the spender off is if you do X, Y, Z, X2 to the power of 4. Like, it's just, so I think those are the kind of three key parts. Like, it's just the action, compression, movement, and its power resources. So any thoughts?
There you go. Absolutely. I think you're right from a gaming perspective. If you want to accentuate, if you want to try and pump up or dial up your gaming up to that sort of narrative, the tournament style play, this is what you need to look at for your characters: is how are you getting the best out of your characters in that affiliation? And as you like to say, the stupid term action compression is the keynote. But for me, I'm like, let's go. I want to see how my Sinister Six do as a pure Sinister Six team. Oh, but there's only 4 of them because the stupid points cost won't allow me to have 6 of them in it. But that's how it works. If only Vulture was a 2 threat, I could possibly get 6 of my team on the same go. But there you go. So I'd love to hear what you guys think as well.
I was going to say, just going to finish off quickly. It's an interesting one. I think the internet's general consensus is that Nimrod isn't very good. But I think he is.
I don't think. I think saying not very good is not. I think that's the right term. I mean, he has his uses. Like even just giving Bastion healing factor 2 is worth having Nimrod on the field, right? Huge amount of power generation, and the guy's fantastic in that sense.
But I think you have this element where some characters have come out so gigabusted that the bar has been set so high that that's something that's also worth kind of bearing in mind when you're looking at what makes a character good. Is you can't just go, is this another King T? Because King T is busted. It's just like if you're comparing all characters 5 decks like King T'Challa, you're going to be a sad panda. So it's kind of when you're doing your apples and oranges comparison, just going, okay, what kind of level is this? Is this a King T? Is this like a Dracula? Is this a kind of
Thor 2?
Yeah. So, but as the updates happen, and we're expecting the updates to kind of hit imminently, that's something to kind of have a think about with these kind of changes. Is how is it going to look in the scope of everything? Yeah.
Nice. As always, we want to hear what you think, guys. What makes your characters amazing, or what do you think is the best thing about an MCP character? So get in touch. Comments below, emails to successestoblanks@gmail.com, or just give us a text. Some of you know our phone number. Give us a ring. Say hi. Sometimes we get lonely. We want to talk to people. Anyway, we'll move on to the next section, which is very close to our hearts, isn't it, Duncan? A little section called What About Me?
Ooh.
What about me?
Bit about What About Me. What a fun, interesting one we've had this week, or certainly I have anyway. What is your... Have you got any thoughts or processes about What About Me this week?
Yeah, so this was a team I was looking at a while back, and
Hellfire Club, just so we're clear, it's Hellfire Club this week.
Hellfire Club. And there are certain elements to it, I think, that I don't think it's a powerhouse team straight out the gate. It's not a plug and play. I also don't think it's as big brain as some people claim. I remember when it first came out and you could take whatever characters you wanted, it seemed to have this kind of like slight mythology within the community that's, oh, wow, it's a big brain team. It's not. You just take all the best characters that have damage reduction or like healing factor. And you win games easy. But the current list, there's certain jank you can do, like the denying of tactics cards, because all 3 characters in the game that prevent using tactics cards are in Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
You've got certain transformation characters like Angel being able to transform into Archangel. You've got jank with like Sunspot being able to kind of do what Sunspot does. Yeah, it's a really kind of interesting mishmash of characters. Like if you put all of them together and you didn't say this is Hellfire Club, you'd be looking at just going, like, they're mutants. What else connects them?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a really interesting kind of team. So yeah, I'm excited to try and get on the field. But what have you been doing with it?
Well, I had a game on Monday with John, which was amazing because John's been rocking Sam Spam recently. So it's Captain America, Sam Wilson, and he gets to, for those who don't know what Sam Spam is, it's the idea of going very wide with the Avengers, and when an Avenger or an allied character gets dazed or KO'd, another allied character can advance, remove a damage or remove a condition token, I believe, or gain a power. So gain a power or remove a condition token. So there's a lot of stuff. You sacrifice dudes to make other dudes rock around or whatever. So it's quite a fun little affiliation to go against. So my Hellfire Club, first time I've ever played it against at all. So I went up against this awesome little affiliation. And Hellfire Club's ability to, at the end of a friendly activation, so the end of your turn with a character, you can activate the Hellfire Club affiliation per round, and that is to gain a power and remove a damage if you are contesting an objective. Really simple, right? If you are not contesting an objective, you will instead take a damage and lose a power. Everybody that takes a damage and loses a power, old Emma Frost, the leader of Hellfire Club, will heal and also gain that power. So you can either sacrifice your guys to make Emma stronger, or you can make your team stronger. So it's a very interesting dynamic you have. And I found that it was very easy to remove damage and gain power every round. It was very simple, very easy to do. And it never really came into context of being able to do it for Emma because she never had any problems having power or being fully she was just like walking around going, hey, I've got no damage on me, but I have all the power. This is great. You guys get the objectives. But yeah, it's fun. It was Emma Frost, Sunspot, Archangel, and Psylocke.
Spike in the chat has said that your sound has gone. I can still hear you.
Yeah, it's still flumping on my side. Has anybody else got any sound issues? It's still going okay for me, I think. So I'll keep going. I'll keep going because it's still flumping on my side. So yeah, it's where was I at? Yeah, so so you can get some real big heavy hitters in this team. I think Sunspot has some very strange idiosyncrasies that allow him, because he has flare tokens that make him stronger and harder and faster and better. But you only get that when you move. And what's very cool is that when you get pushed, counts as a move. So when he got hit by Captain America's shield and got pushed back, I got a flare token. So this is cool. And when you have 3 flare tokens, you can use them to go like Super Saiyan. He goes like bonkers. And then when he gets dazed, he gets to explode. So give him all this power and stuff for his movement and shenanigans and things from Hellfire. It's very cool. He's very good. I found Archangel was very cool with Hellfire because he's able just to fly around. He's got a really cool card with Psylocke where he gets to do like a drop-off. So I got to throw Psylocke up into people's faces, and Psylocke is just filth, man. She is so good. So good. So to have her as like an X-Man, I think she's in Brotherhood as well. And she's in Hellfire.
No.
Is she not Brotherhood?
She's not Brotherhood, no. I think she's I want to say or something.
Well, she's a horseman as well. So anything to do with mutants, I thought she was Brotherhood as well, but I might be mistaken. But regardless, if you're playing a mutant team, Psylocke is just like pow, 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 pow. She's so cool. And she gets like a card to give her healing factor and stuff. And, you know, she's very cool. She's very cool.
Yeah, she, just to recap, she is Uncanny X-Men, X-Force, Hellfire, and Apocalypse.
It's X-Force, not Brotherhood.
Yes.
Okay, so the only baddie that she's been is when she decides to lose her powers to become a stupid Apocalypse. But there we are. Wonderful. So yeah, I've got another game booked in for tonight, which is great. So there's 4 of us playing tonight, and we're going to try and do like a little round robin, I hope. But we'll see how busy it is. Otherwise, I'll have to step out and do boring things like work.
Gross. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll get any games in this week again, just because of work, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Due to the heat wave, I am a bit behind on print production because it was impossible to do anything in 36-degree heat inside a sweatbox.
Well, this is the way. This is the way. So I mean,
Uncle Ben event at the weekend, so that will be where I am road testing my Hellfire list, and I will be taking Wong because I will be triggering Uncle Ben.
But why? How you're running the tournament? How are you going to be playing it? Have you got someone else running the tournament? Then have you?
No, it's a casual day, so it's not an actual. Yeah, so it's super casual, relaxed. It's just a gaming day, but it's unrated. So yeah.
Ah. Okay, I think that's.
And props and stuff. In which case, I'm going to be just sat on the side drinking wine.
Well, what I will do. So we are running out of time, so we're gonna have to possibly knock it on the head there, which is a shame because we have got some listener questions as well. But what I'd like to do, just before we go and say thank you all for listening, is tell you a little bit about a success to blank that I had in my game. Would you like to hear my success to blank? So
yeah, let's do it.
So this is really cool.
I'm going to run the intro. No jingle.
Oh, okay. We're going to do the jingle. Sorry.
Jesus. Professionalism. And I'll just talk all over it. Because now I'm asking for the jingle. But, it's fine. It's fine, It's whatever. It is what it is. So, yeah.
For God's sake. So, my successes to blanks this week was getting Duncan on the show again. There you go. It's the same thing every bloody week. So, my success to blanks from Monday was bloody hilarious. Have you heard of the card? I've just forgotten what the name of it is. Mind Transfer. Have you heard of that card?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what it does?
I'm going to have to remind myself because it's.
So Mind Transfer is really
Frost
cool.
Card.
What Mind Transfer does, for 4 power, Emma Frost can target an enemy character within range 3 that has an activated token and pass it on to another enemy character within range 2. So, you can hopefully activate a kaiju, for example. So you can say, your 4-threat Valkyrie has just activated. Wonderful. I'll spend 4 power. Now Thor 2's been activated, but Valkyrie now can activate again. So you can do some fun stuff like that. Okay.
You've moved Bob. Cool. I'm just gonna make sure that Thanos can't go now.
Exactly. I was looking at this card going, John, what the hell am I supposed to do with this card? This is like a poo card. This is a proper poo-poo. I didn't like it at all. I just don't get it.
Wow.
But I still had it in my 5, so screw it, we'll give it a go. And then a situation appeared where I was like, oh my God, this is the perfect opportunity. So I had Emma Frost within range 3 of a 3-threat Black Widow, right? And Black Widow had 1 health left on her, okay? And she had activated, okay? So I was like, Emma Frost's turn. Here we go. Captain America, Sam Wilson, is outside of the range 2 that I require. So if I move Emma Frost to be within range 3 of Black Widow and range 4 of Captain America, hit him with the telepathic builder that moves him to within range 2 of Black Widow, spend my 4, activate Captain America, then spend 3 to daze or kill Black Widow, I can then move on to the point, score 2 victory points, and win the game. This is amazing! So here we go.
Wow.
Build it up. I moved forwards, did all my measurements with my 2 range rules of different types to make sure I wasn't cheating. And then I targeted Captain America and I went, ha-ha! 5 dice, telepathic psychic damage into you, go! No successes.
Amazing.
No successes, no rerolls, no recal, nothing at all. I was like, okay, so there's no one within range 2 for me to play this card with. Fine, I'll spend 3 power and kill Black Widow. Fuck you. That was it. That was the end of it all. And I lost the game. But it was so good. I said to John, like, if this goes wrong, I'm going to lose the game. But if it goes right, this is going to be the best play I've ever done in my entire life. And it went wrong. It went so wrong. But it was great. It was really cool. And it was very narrative, you know? And I was like, I am for this. I am happy to lose the game because I've put my eggs in one basket and it's going to be funny. And it didn't go off. And it was still funny. But Emma Frost is brilliant. Like, I'm so impressed with this character, and I'm loving Hellfire Club. I haven't gone up against anything big, so that's the thing. I haven't gone up against an Asgard. I haven't gone up against Black Order. I haven't gone up against Guardians. So I haven't done anything, or Apocalypse. I haven't done anything like this yet with them. So we'll see how it goes. But so far so good.
I was going to say, would you consider dueling with Hellfire?
What, like fencing, or what do you mean?
No, so for example, I'm just going to get up their affiliation list again. So where are we at? Hellfire Club. Because a lot of the characters, there's a lot of crossover. So
yeah, but we're not doing that. We're supposed to be doing Hellfire Club. We're not going to be like, I'm just going to...
But what I mean is, would you, for example, go, okay, I'm running Hellfire Club, I'm enjoying it, but... there's certain matchups like further down the line where it's like, am I going to be able to kind of do this? Like, because you can basically just do Hellfire and Brotherhood because you've got both of the Brotherhood leaders in there as well. So you've just got that kind of option for that kind of flex or go uncanny because you're talking about, what's her name? Emma Frost and Cerebro under X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I know. I get it, bro. I get it, mate. Because I had it against me in the GT in Birmingham. Emma Frost was there doing the same thing. And Rich did really well. Like, turn 1, I'm going to move up, play Cerebro. Aha! And then did no damage. But it was the same sort of aspect. But from my point of view of this challenge, mate, is that we're doing Hellfire Club, not Hellfire Club with versatile strategy or Hellfire Club and dual wielding. So I understand.
Oh, no, I was just checking.
So shut up.
You know?
Don't start playing your shenanigans on me and go, oh, we're going to start this. Then I'll play versatile strategy and be Cabal. And then I'll go...
And now here, Baron Strucker, they're going to poison bomb all the Sentinels. Oh, it's done nothing. There we go. But we have very firmly run out of time. So we are going to have to saddle up and head off into that dusty sunset, I'm afraid, guys and girls. Any last things that you would like to talk about before we go, mate? Yeah, AMG, hurry up with these updates. Just hurry up. I don't care about reboxing. I don't care about reboxes that are coming out at the end of August. Just give us the updates. Other than that, you?
I want my updated Winter Guard box. Stat! I'm ready. I want to play Winter Guard.
Yeah. I'm excited for Winterguard to get a glow up. I mean,
I'm excited actually. I am being facetious. I would actually quite like to see what they're going to do with Winterguard, because they are dog shit. And I mean that. Sorry, apologies, just to swear, but they are just awful. There's nothing positive about these guys at all.
How fucking dare you swear like that? How?
Whoopsies.
But yeah, the only other thing is on Sunday is the Uncle Ben event. For people who don't know, it's a casual gaming day, unrated tournament. Everyone gets an Uncle Ben character that is a 1 threat. It has basically rogue agent, so is automatically affiliated. You have to play it every single game, and his whole spiel is that he has to die. And so he re-rolls at the end of the dice modification set, he re-rolls any successes on his defense dice. And there's a tactics card that speeds it up, and then when he does die, he stays on the board and causes crippling issues to your leader and other models. And so we've got 18 players signed up for this. It is going to be, I think it's going to be giggles. So that's what I'm looking forward to, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So there you go. We'll be there. The Welsh are coming, so look out, boys and girls. Wonderful. So thank you all very much for watching. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, we're not going just yet. Right, we're going to go now. Cheerio. See you next week, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.